Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Alyssa and this is Into the Heart Wild. So today I'm going to be going over my February She Wrote TBR. This is an event that is being hosted by Ben over at Literature and Lofi. I will have his little page linked down below unless you came to me from him, but if in the off chance you found me first, which probably isn't gonna happen, I will have a link to his channel down in the description below. The point of the event is to read books that are written by female authors or authors who use she, her pronouns to give the limelight to them. So with that said, I'm going to be showing you guys the books I'm reading. I'm focusing on reading the books that I own that are written by authors that fit this event. So let's get started. First up, I have The Past is Red by Catherine M. Valenti. So with filming this, because I had to refilm this video because I realized I forgot 2 books when I initially filmed this video back in January, I have already read this one, so I will have a review coming for it. But it is basically, it's a novella. It is about a girl who lives in a place called Garbage Town. And I will say I don't understand my feelings in regards to if I like this or not. So in my review, I'll talk about that more, but I have read it. But it's basically about this girl who lives, the earth is, all the water has risen because of climate change, and now all that's left are like these floating garbage piles, and she lives on one of them called Garbage Town. And apparently she does something. I mean, I know what she does because I've read the book, but she does something that causes a bunch of problems, or, you know, yeah, they do, not or, like it does, it causes problems. Like I said, I've read the book. I've read this one already. So I will have a review coming for it, but this was one of my February She Wrote books. After that, I have A Psalm for the Wild Built by Becky Chambers. The first book in the Monk and Robot series. If you watched my January TBR, this was on my January TBR. I did not get to it. So I will be making the attempt to get to it this month. But from what I know, it's about a bunch of robots that came and then they left, and then like one comes back and he meets up with a monk and he's just like, hey, what do you need help with? And I'm like, okay. But I've heard a lot of people say it's like a very cozy kind of read, just like a nice cozy sci-fi novella story. So I'm looking forward to that. So I will be getting to this one this month for sure though. I'm going to be going back to the world of Penric and Desdemona with The Masquerade in Lodi. This falls in between Penric's Fox and Penric's Mission in like the chronological order. And this is the subpress edition because I'm in love with their cover art that they do. But I'm so excited to go back to reading more in the world of Penric, because not only am I going to be reading this one, but I'm also going to be reading The Physicians of Vilnock, which is also, and these are by Lois McMaster Bujold. This one comes after The Orphans of Raspy, which I have read. I want to say there's like 9 or 10 altogether in the series. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because there's 3, and then there's 3, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't math. We've gone over this in other videos. I don't math. I think there's like 9 or 10 of these. I forget how long this series is. I'm so sorry. And I just had to math in front of all of you, and I'm terrible at it. But yeah, so I will also be reading both of these. This is also one of the other subpress editions. So this one I can honestly read either one first, because this one comes later on in the series and this is like earlier in the series. So I am looking very much forward to both of these. And I can't wait. These are the ones I forgot to add in my original video when I was filming because I had just put them away on the shelf. So these are the ones that I forgot, and I felt so bad that I was like, no, hold on, I have to put Penric back on there. But the basics of Penric and Desdemona is the fact that Penric is he starts out as like an 18-year-old boy, and like as like the book progresses, like he ages and whatnot. But he has a demon lady who lives in his head, along with like 9 others. I think there's like a total of 10 demon ladies, a lion and a horse that live in his head, because that's how it works. Like every time a new person gets it, the demon like evolves and changes, and the spirit of the old master like kind of like lives with there. But it's the first time that a female demon has ever been attached to a male body. So it's very interesting. She be putting him through some stuff, okay? Like for me right now, the best one in the whole series is Mira's Last Dance, because you find out some stuff that she has put him through, and it is gold. It is gold, and I love it. So yeah, I'm so excited to go back to this world. They're just sweet, cozy little mystery kind of, like some have a mystery vibe to them, some have we have to go and save somebody. So like each one kind of have like its own different vibe, but they're so cozy and they're so fun. And Penric is just an amazing character, and I love the way he talks about his love interest. I love it. So please, if you haven't read Penric and Diana, go read it. So after that, after I'm done fangirling about that series, I have The Second Bell by Gabriella Houston. And this is it's about a striga. Yeah. I'm not really reading the back of this. I'm just like staring at it, looking for words. But yeah, it's about a striga. And it involves a mother-daughter relationship, which is something that I have been wanting to find more of in books, because as a mother myself, I would very much like to read stories that kind of like have moms still present in the story, especially like in fantasy. So that's what this is about. Basically, when you're born, if you have 2 hearts, you're considered a striga. So you either have to get rid of your kid, or you and your kid leave together. And from what I'm getting from the back of this is that the mother chooses to leave with her daughter and like raise her outside of the village. So it just seems really interesting. I'm very interested in the whole mother-daughter aspect of the story, and just like following a fantasy story that kind of like puts the spotlight on moms. I hope there's a lot of spotlight on the mom in this. So that's what I'm hoping for. So there we have that one. Then I have, if you watched the January TBR, you would have saw Dragonflight. I did not finish it. I have started it. There's no bookmark, but we're gonna ignore that. But if I finish that one, then I would like to get to Dragon Quest, which is book 2 in the whole Dragon Riders of Pern series by Anne McCaffrey. My goal is to read the whole series, because I've read bits and pieces of it here and there, and there's a couple I haven't read, but I'm going to read it in the publication order as per Anne McCaffrey's request. So those 2 are also up for this month. Very last one is it's a self-published book, and that would be Queens of the Weird W-Y-R-D Weird by Tamandra Whitecastle. And this was pitched to me as Kings of the Wild, but with moms. And I was like, what? I was instantly like, that was all I needed to know, because Kings of the Wild is my favorite book. Like, I got 2 copies up there, okay? It's my favorite. So when people were like, oh, you gotta read this, it's like Kings of the Wild, but with like moms and girls. And I was like, I'm down. I don't need to know anything else. I bought it last year. I had plans to read it in a previous event, Indie August, but I never got around to it because I had overburdened myself with too many picks. So I am going to definitely strive to read it this month. Because I really want to see if people's pitch is correct. And from reading the back, it sounds like it. So I'm definitely hoping that I will fall in love with this one as much as I had fallen in love with Kings of the Wild. That is all the books that I have picked out for February She Wrote. If you've read any of these books, drop a comment. Let me know about them, if you liked them, if you didn't. Are you interested in any of these books? Let me know. So until next time, bye.